this guy's biggest problem. He has scored Central Florida 6-4 to the start of the second half.
Another extended break to wipe up the floor here. From deep is Bryce Beamer, so definitely single-handedly putting him back in this one situation.
Deep end. 19 points to that for the redshirt freshman.
Good from deep is Bryce Beamer, so single-handedly putting him back in this one.
37% from yards today for the redshirt freshman.
That is Jenkins now at Jongo. Oh, he had the pass. He wouldn't have lost the basketball.
37%
Get ready to see it.
great pass. When I say 2 shots,
Tell him my question, like, hey, why is
they found on Bryce Beamer.
you told me? You need to know that you get caught lying all the time. Maybe he'll stop now.
Jongo 1 for 2 from the line today.
Long on that one. Yeah, there's Kirkwood. Checking back in. Jongo. Yeah, so it looks like he's on the other Jongo set to shoot the second one.
6'9" sophomore holds an offer from Chicago State.
So 2 of 4 now is Jongo here early on. Give to Napper. He'll take it all the way and put it in. Tying this ball game is Waylon Napper.
Yeah, and that's the guy that I said they need to get going. Napper, player of the year in the conference, averaging 15.8 a game. That's just his 6th point.
Stolen there by Napper after the tip from Jones. Kicks up to Johnson. Johnson thought about it. Now Delcadia from the right wing. No good there. He's short gathered by Burkott.
Great look though, good ball movement to get to the open man.
Brandon Kirkwood. Burkott now inside of Jongo. Jongo just too easy there, man. The perfect lob pass just put him in position for that layup.
He averages 11.4. That's his 10 points.
Napper going to drive baseline, spins out inside to Johnson, who lost his footing, keeps the basketball though. Or Burkott wanted it. 10 on the shot clock, throws it up at the rim, no good.
Sean still does, please.
Napper tried to steal it away, gathered by Burkott. He's all on his own though. It's blocked by Jones, and Napper gathers the rebound. He's going to take it all the way himself, tipped by Burkott, but 2.
Let's see, they did call a foul.
Maybe not.
But that was a 4-point swing.
Yeah.
Well, the whistle there may have been a goaltend
Hey.
call. Okay, I think that's what it was. Yeah, I think he called the goaltend and then the ball goes in.
Yeah,
No harm, no foul.
So, and it all started with a defensive play by Jones. He got the block at the other end. So a 4-point swing, and here we are, tying again, Jake.
Lewis bringing it up. Couldn't ask for a better way to start today. Fantastic basketball game. Lewis pulls up from mid-range and nails it.
That puts him in double figures now with 10 points. Freshman from Atlanta, Georgia, all Southern Conference first team selection.
Jones can't get it to go. Anderson now with it. What's up? Jongo hands to Lewis. Lewis going to take all the ways. Picked up by 3 Patriots. Kirkwood drives baseline, loses it. Jongo picks it up and back to Kirkwood. He gets another 2. Back to a 4-point lead for the Seahawks.
And Kirkwood has matched his total for the first half. 8 in the first half, 8 to start the second half.
Cross-court Ortiz in the corner. He's going to pull up. He's long on that one. Gathered by Beamer, but blocked by a Jongo. Anderson working on Ortiz. Kicks. Lewis.
Great news. Sell price of the vehicle you selected was
12 on the shot clock.
23.
Lewis pulls up. Short on that one.
Fair market value.
Johnson.
$11,000.
Stolen away by Lewis.
Banks typically like to see 20 to 30%.
Picked up by Ortiz. We'll see what the Seahawks do.
That
Gives
one was right
Kirkwood, and then a tip pass
Ball there.
to a Jongo. Great look there from Kirkwood.
We should see the 20%.
Kirkwood frustrated. Kirkwood wanted a Jongo to just take it up and slam it down.
Yeah, go up with authority.
23.
So a stoppage there. This one back to a 4-point ball game. 12:50 remaining. Man, if you're the Patriots, the thing that stands out to me is they're under the basket 4 or 5 occasions in the last 5 minutes of gameplay. They missed at least 5 point-blank shots right there that they just, whether it was the defense, whether it was rushing it, they had a lot of missed opportunities right in that zone.
Yeah, and it happened in the first half too. We saw miss a lot of easy buckets, but still, you're still within striking distance, only down 4. Still a lot of time left in this game, just under 13 minutes to play. Central Florida shooting 42.9% from the floor, and they'd probably be up around 50% if they were hitting these shots. They'd certainly be out in front, but again, long way to go in this one. Wanted to get back to Anthony Anderson, the head coach of Broward College. I mentioned in the first half, he's got 25 plus years of coaching experience, 22 at the Division I level. He spent 2 years as head coach at New Orleans Dillard University, where he helped that school's program recover from the effects of Hurricane Katrina. And again, he has led Broward to the state tournament, their first appearance in 10 years, and he's done it in just his second season. And they've been able to do it without DeAndre Pinckney, who suffered a season-ending foot injury. Now, on the other side, Central Florida, we talked a little bit about their head coach, Tim Ryan. He led the Patriots to the first national championship in 2013, a record of 349 wins and 135 defeats over 15 seasons. He was inducted into the 2014 FCSAA Men's Coaches Basketball Hall of Fame, National Coach of the Year in 2013. It'll be interesting to see where he will end up, since Central Florida will not have basketball next year. They've been very blessed to have Tim Ryan as their head coach now in his 16th year.
And what a tough just situation.
Yeah.
I mean, to build a program for 15 years and then have it just due to just simple budget cuts go away is a tough thing to deal with. But, mention how solid this game has been so far. A lot of turnovers in this one, yes, and we talked about some of those point-blank misses, but I think part of the reason this game has been so fun to watch has been these teams are shooting the ball well. I mean, aside from, a lot of the point-blank, kind of mishaps we've seen, 48% from the field is Broward, and the Patriots just 42%, but they're shooting 47% from 3. So you've got two teams that are doing things really well. This is not by any means a game where you just say, "Oh, a lot of scoring, bad defense." These teams know how to shoot the basketball.
Well, I mentioned in the first half, you should probably buckle your seatbelt because Central Florida averages 83 points a game. Broward averages 91.6 points per game.
Beamer thought about it, gives back to Johnson. Just 12:40 left in this one. 6-point lead for the Seahawks. Napper is good from the corner.
And I said that's the guy that needed to get going. He's got 7 points in the second half, only has 4 in the opening half.
Inside out Jongo. Picked up by Landon Kirkwood, and Landon Kirkwood continues to just drive this Broward team.
10 of his 18 here in the second half.
Waylon Napper right in front of us. Kicks cross court to Bryce Beamer. He's going to pull up from deep. He's no good on that one. Gathered by Anderson. And, second half warm-ups, Beamer was right in front of us. That Raider logo with the gray basketball you see on your screen to the right, that's where he was warming up from. So Beamer can take it from deep, and he's used to it. Lewis takes all the way and fouled by Beamer.
And that's number 3 on Beamer. So Beamer with 3, Johnson with 3, Delcadia with 3. This is the one thing that Broward has been able to do is attack the basket and get to the free throw line. I mentioned they shot 14 free throws in the first half. They made 11 of them. This will be their 5th and 6th trip to the line here early in the second half. Lewis now 3 for 3.
This will be the 20th foul shot for the Seahawks compared to just 9 for the Patriots. They're making them too. They're 15 and 19 so far in this one. Another case of the announcer jinx there. We're off to a hot start when it comes to the jinxes. We've had 3 or 4 today. Waylon Napper, though, on the positive side of the announcer jinx, you mentioned that he needed to get going, and my God, he's gotten going.
Yeah, averaging 15.8 a game. He has scored 9 of his 13 here in the second half. That was big to bring it back to a 4-point game. So this one's still far from over with just under 12 minutes to play in the game. I mentioned earlier, coming up next, Florida Southwestern State College and Gulf Coast State. Gulf Coast has not won a state title since 1972. They got their hands full against the #1 team in the country. A little bit later, State College of Florida looking for their first state title since 1985. They're playing nationally ranked Tallahassee, which is 10th in the country, looking for their first state championship since 2011. And then tonight at 8 o'clock Central Time, Indian River. They haven't won state since 1975. They've got Eastern Florida State, which hasn't won it in 20 years.
Back and forth, at least of words and sounds, but
I mean,
you're a silly basketball game so far.
Yeah, your season's on the line. The loser goes home. You want to try to get to Kansas for the national tournament. Officials are going to separate now and have a discussion. Teams are going to be sent to the...
We've never had the officials ask for a replay. And so that's I think an interesting kind of divide where, at some places you have it, at some places you don't. Some officials want to use the replay, some don't. Beamer no good there, but yeah, that kind of an interesting kind of conversation to have about as Landon Kirkwood once again breaking the game. But no, it's an interesting conversation to have, which is in 2020 when different forms of media are so available to different schools, but some haven't jumped on it yet. How do you approach that?
Well, and the concern is whether a foul is a blatant foul. It gives you an opportunity to go back and look at that. That's Lewis streaking to the basket. He's got 5 of his 13 here in the second half, and all of a sudden Brown's pulling away, Jake.
And right as they start to, a basket there, bringing it back to 6-point ball game.
For again, player here in the conference, he's been giving them an opportunity in this second half. 11 second half points.
Kirkwood, how about the pass out of the pressure? Now a lob up to Kirkwood. Kirkwood long, but he draws the foul, so he'll shoot 2 free throw shots.
Latrell County from the backside. Second foul, Latrell Jones. So again, here's Broward going to the free throw line. They've been pretty successful there today, 15 of 20. I do want to say that this is a beautiful game.
Getting a chance to do your games on a regular basis during the conference slate is absolutely a blast. Kirkwood nails that one.
And I can tell you, being to several smaller Division I schools, it does rival what you get at the Division I level.
Oh, look, as someone that's from this area, I think every once in a while you got to take a step back, and you've got a great basketball arena here. In playing football in high school, got to play at Choctaw, where that stadium is Joe Etheridge Stadium in Fort Walton Beach is far bigger than your typical high school stadium. So facilities around here for athletes are really nice and really get an opportunity as Del Cadia whistle there and no basket. But the facilities at several of the different schools around this area are really nice. And this is an area that we always feel is a little underrated, but that chip on the shoulder kind of drives you to create a place like this that is so nice and so beautiful.
And I believe, what did the Niceville girls that just brought home a soccer state championship?
Believe so, yes. The Niceville girls, the Choctaw boys team went into the postseason, so Beamer there, he's going to take all the way. Good is Bryce Beamer. This one back to a 6-point game. We're under 10 minutes now. Jenkins from the left, though. He's no good. Chance to step on the momentum. Rodney Lewis no good there, so 2 chances for the Seahawks. Patriots another chance. Johnson pulls up and he's good. Makes this a 3-point ball game.
That's his first points of the second half. A little step back three. He's got his second three of the game. And Hitch and Broward was blown away, but here comes Central Florida.
Whistle there called on Jared Williams.
Lewis got bailed out. He almost traveled, lifted up that pivot foot. Contact was made, though, to save the possession. Central Florida with 20 turnovers today. Broward, though, with 15.
Inbound, looking for Kirkwood, but Kirkwood was covered up by Patriots. Now they've got a 3-on-1 advantage. Napper going to take it all away, puts it in, and makes this a 1-point basketball game. Anderson crosses half court. Jenkins now inside to Kirkwood at the free throw line. Lewis thinking about it. He moves to Kirkwood now with the elbow. Jenkins, he's wide open at the top of the key, and he nails it.
That's his first points of the second half. He's right on his average now. He scored 13 in the first half. He averages 16 points a game. Transferring from two transferred from Long Island University Post.
Napper going to shoot free throws on this one. 8:04 remaining, 4-point ball game. Right as the Patriots bring it to one. Big three from the Seahawks that extends the lead once again. Napper shooting two with a chance to make that margin again. This will be the 10th and 11th foul shots. Compared to the 22 that Broward has shot. Like Lewis Jr. takes a seat, Trayvon Smith will check into this one. Over the second. Nope. But it's out there, gathered by a Jongo. Jongo tries to dish out, gives to Anderson. Warner Jenkins, no good. Picked up by Smith, and Smith gets subbed in and immediately puts his mark on this.
Rebound 32 for the Seahawks. They've out rebounded the Patriots by 3 today. The big offensive rebound.
Napper chases his own shot, gets his own rebound, and puts it in for 2.
16 points in the second half for Napper.
Smith, 10 on the shot clock. Kirkwood nails it. Landon Kirkwood every time that the Patriots try to bring this one back to even. It seems like Landon Kirkwood is there to snuff out the momentum.
How about 17 second half points for him?
Grabs that big rebound. Jenkins loses it. That was another fast break opportunity. It looked like a situation where Kirkwood may be able to get another 2 points, but he is as good as he was in that first half. He has really turned it on in the second half. And if the Seahawks are able to hold on to this victory, I think we've got an early candidate for player of the game in this one.
25 for the game for Landon Kirkwood. Southern Conference first team selection. The team's second leading scorer in conference, second on the team on 3-pointers made. So, believe it or not, that was his first 3 of the game.
6:46 remaining in this one. 72-66 the score. Seahawks in the lead. Winner of this one will play Friday at 1 p.m. in semifinal number 1 against the winner of game 2. So it won't be more than a couple of hours before the winner of this one finds out who their opponent is. That'll be game 2 of our doubleheader as you take a look at the Broward sideline. They're looking to hold on to the lead here, but we'll have the winner of this one playing the winner of our second game again Friday at 1 Central Time, and then our 2 evening games tonight. You'll have the winner of those 2 games play at 3 p.m. on Friday. The women getting the primetime slate on Friday and Saturday. They'll get the 6 p.m. slot, the 8 p.m. slot, and then Saturday the 7:30 slot. The hosting Northwest Florida State Raiders, of course, hoping to play in those primetime games, those main event slots kind of the night.
Once again, our winner will advance to Hutchinson, Kansas, JCA Division I Men's Basketball Championships, but we could have as many as 3 teams advance. It's the most we could have.